Where are you? I've been calling you for like an hour.
Well, now you're not my wife anymore.
Gee, thanks for that, Nick. Because I still get confused, you know. Some days I think I am your wife, others I'm more like your mother. Don't do that thing. You think I can't tell when you're holding the phone away from your ear? What I am is the person who runs this practice, what's left of it anyway. And as such, I need to be able to reach you.
Okay, you reached me. What's the problem?
We got a call from Judge Holder. She wants to meet with you ASAP.
The chief judge?
Technically, she's called the presiding judge. Just tell me you're not sleeping with this woman.
No, why would you even say that?
Because the only reason you would be called to the private chambers of a female judge is A, you have a case before her, or B, you have a personal relationship. And since you haven't had any cases at all for like a year.
I never even met the woman.
Well, she wants to meet with you, like, now.
But he didn't say what it was about.
No, but Vicky, can we just please allow for the possibility that this might be something positive? Maybe she wants to assign you a case pro bono or whatever. Work begets work.
Well, man.
Nick,
Still here.
drive one of the Lincolns.
They're in storage.
Oh, get one out of storage. The Lincoln becomes you. And you become you. And should this thing here present as a real opportunity, you gotta go in there full Mickey Holler.
All right.
Hey. You bet Haley tonight, just calling her mind.
All right, 'cause you think I'll forget?
6 o'clock, okay? Not 6:10, not 6:05.
He's a lucky guy. Do I know?
6 p.m. sharp, Mickey.
All right, I got it. Hey, what can you tell me about Judge Mary Holder?
Why?
I don't know. She called me to her chamber.
Did you do something?
Oh, Maggie, I haven't done something.
Then why would she call you to chambers?
I don't know, which is why I'm asking. What can you tell me about her?
I can tell you she's got a bug up her ass the size of the legal canon of ethics, which makes me think you've done something.
Okay, Max, thanks.
Mickey.
I'll see you tonight.
He's done something. Oh, hello, Mick.
Lorna?
I was driving this way anyway.
Oh, you're wearing your checking up.
This too. That's good. I have always loved this one.
What are you doing here, Lorna?
Well, this could be a very big deal. She's the presiding judge, for God's sake, so I came down to gather whatever intel we could. Right? And most of her work is administrative, which means which judge was where and so forth. And she assigns cases. And if that's what this is about,
You don't want me to look.
just saying, whatever this is, it has to go well. Okay?
Judge Holder?
I don't believe we've met before, have we?
No, Your Honor.
No. Come on. The Lincoln lawyer, that what they call you?
Do yes. Or did.
Why?
Kind of worked out of my car. Going from court to court. All the driving and so forth.
being on the ready to flee the jurisdiction if need be.
Never fled the jurisdiction.
Have a seat. What's your relationship with Jerry Vincent?
Jerry Vincent? I used to go up against him back when he was a prosecutor. He switched sides.
He was murdered last night.
Excuse me?
Shot dead in his car.
What?
If you were close, please accept my condolences, but that's not why you're here. Were you close?
I mean, friendly, colleagues mostly.
You left you his practice.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Vincent filed a motion with the court 10 days ago that allowed for the transfer of his entire practice to you should he become incapacitated or deceased. He never discussed this with you.
No.
Well, last night he became deceased, which means what was his is now yours, including the Trevor Elliot trial. You have heard of that.
That guy who killed his wife and her boyfriend.
Allegedly.
Of course. It's not my case.
They're all your cases, Mr. Haller. You might not get to keep them. Every client has the right to move on to another attorney once apprised of Mr. Vincent's demise. What it does mean is you get first shot, assuming I'm satisfied that Mr. Vincent's clients are being transferred to a replacement counsel of good standing and competent skill. As far as I can tell, you haven't had any cases in quite some time.
I was in an accident about 18 months ago. Trevor, if you complete it. I had multiple surgeries and, well, there were complications.
Complications?
2 painkillers. Got addicted to them. That's over now. I got help. Got clean, so whatever concerns you may have about my reputation,
It's my reputation I'm concerned about. I'm the one that has to sign off on you. Or not. Why you? Of all the lawyers out there,
Honestly, Your Honor, I have no idea.
well, if you were to guess.
Well, as I said, Jerry and I were friendly. We trusted each other. And second, though this is subjective, when I am right, there's no better criminal defense attorney in Los Angeles. And Jerry knew that from personal experience.
And you think you're right now.
I do.
This is an order transferring Mr. Vincent's practice to you. I can rescind it just as fast. I will be monitoring you, Mr. Haller. I want an updated inventory of cases by the beginning of next week. After that, a bi-weekly status update of every case on which you will remain counsel. Am I clear?
I won't let you down, Your Honor.
Don't let your clients down. I suggest you get to Mr. Vincent's office right now. The police are no doubt searching it and probably invading their privacy as we speak.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck, Mr. Haller.
Well, did you get a case?
I just got a lot of them, including Trevor Elliot.
What?
I need to meet with the clients, get their sign-offs. I might be back, Mona. I might actually be back.
What did I tell you about positive visualization? You wake up, not a single client. Now you are repping a guy like Trevor Elliot in a murder trial.
It sucks to keep me.
Positive thinking. Positive thinking.
Floor is closed, folks. Oh, we have business on this floor. Not today, you don't. Talk to the judge. To see some ID?
You know, you don't help yourselves being dicky-doos. Just saying.
Ricky Haller, attorney, taking over Mr. Vincent's practice.
You need to come back tomorrow. This is a crime scene. This area is sealed off.
The crime scene was a parking garage, actually, not this office. There are client files here I need to access and apparently safeguard.
Did you say your name was?
Ricky Haller, this is Norma Crane. She works with me.
Well, Mickey Holler and Lorna Crane, I need you to both leave. Now.
Dicky Doos, I'm telling you.
What was that?
Oh, that wasn't meant for you. But if you heard me, you heard me.
You're contaminating the crime scene. You can't be here.
This order will confirm I've been appointed by the presiding judge of the Superior Court as replacement counsel to Jerry Vincent's clients. That means these cases are now my cases, and you have no right to be in here looking through files. That's attorney-client privilege.
Mr. Vincent's been murdered. The motive could be one of these files.
Even if that were the case,
Counts.
just read the order, detective. Your crime scene is out in the garage, and no judge in LA would extend it to this office and these files.
You say this gives you all of Mr. Vincent's cases.
That's right.
I guess that puts you on our list.
Come again.
Our suspect list. He's dead. And you get the whole business. That's motive. Ask me. Care to tell us where you were last night between 8 and midnight?
You got me, detective. You got me. I killed Jerry. Case closed. Case closed, everybody! Clearly you've done this before now. Are you gonna get out of here? Or do I need to call the judge?
Guys,
Nice to meet you too.
Bye.
let's go. Leave everything.
What?
You know, sometimes I think they must teach it in the academy how to piss people off. When you think of all the bad blood in this town between the people and the police, one would think how not to piss people off would be part of the curriculum.
How would you feel about the hiring system?
Huh. Mickey,
He's a good investigator, probably one of the best I've ever worked with.
working with your ex-wife is one thing. Hiring your ex-wife's boyfriend is pushing it even to you.
If Trevor ever decides to keep me, I'm gonna need to move fast with an investigator I can trust in Cisco. Mickey Holler? Yes, sir. 3 p.m. and 2 p.m. today? Yes, sir. I'll be there. Thank you.
Who is that?
It's Judge Cantor's clerk. Jerry has a child here.
What?
Yep.
Are you gonna eat your sandwich?
No, Lorna, you can have it.
Thank you. Run!
Hey, calling for Jerry Vincent.
Oh, I heard. Sorry. What's the name?
Holler. Mickey Holler.
Your client's name?
Right. It's, Led's first name. Izzy. I think it's a theft.
That would be Mark Daniels, who I'm covering for, so that's actually mine. Grand theft, by the by.
Obviously, I'm gonna need a continuance.
Obviously, I'm not gonna give it to you.
What?
I got out-of-town witnesses. I'd rather they be pissed off at the judge or you than me, especially if I want to get them back.
LA 292-587, People versus Izzy Letts.
And we're on. Sarah Shepard for the people, Judge. Ready for trial.
Mickey Holler for the defendant, Your Honor. I'll be with you in 1 second. I approach. Your Honor, Mr. Vincent unexpectedly passed yesterday. I'm feeling it.
My sincere condolences. When will you be ready?
Well,
Don't be greedy. It's a bench trial with 2 witnesses.
Out-of-town witnesses, who I'm at risk of losing with a continuance.
How's tomorrow?
tomorrow.
Look at the file. If you feel like you can't be ready, let me know. Step back. This case is continued until tomorrow, 10 a.m.
Wait, what?
Sir,
Your Honor, we flew down here from San Francisco for this. This is simply not fair.
I'm afraid we have an emergency.
What about the victims? We had an emergency. My wife was attacked, for God's sake. She had her necklace violently snatched off her person.
And the court is sympathetic, but it's unavoidable. This case is pushed over until tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Victims have no rights in this process.
Excuse me. That's what she stole?
At least your client has taste.
Mickey Holler, I'm your attorney.
Where's Jerry?
We'll go someplace where we can talk.
He was such a nice man. He wasn't even charging me. At least not yet. Why would somebody kill him?
I don't know. The police are still gathering evidence.
What kind of world is this?
I gotta be ready on your case by tomorrow, so anything you can tell me
I did
about...
not attack her. I
snatched the necklace and ran. I did not attack her.
Okay. Is there a reason Jerry didn't try to plead this?
Because they wanted 2 years. And Jerry said it was excessive. He thought with the trial I could at least impress the judge with my extenuating circumstances.
Which are?
I'm a good person. I had a drug problem. It wasn't me who stole that necklace so much as somebody I don't even recognize, somebody who's gone. I went through rehab. I'm in recovery.
I believe it. I don't know if that other person's ever really gone. Mine was Oxy. You?
Same, basically. Heroin, which I switched to. I couldn't find the Oxy anymore.
So Jerry planned to put you up there.
And introduce my good personhood status into evidence.
The trial is tomorrow, you say?
Bench trial, 2 witnesses. I think I'm good.
Nikki!
Go Marvin Middleman, though. Tell him I need a favor. When he's pushing 80, you might have to remind him he owes me a favor. You got anything on Trevor, Elliot?
Jerry took a retainer of $625,000, most of which seems to be gone. He's due another $450 at trial, non-refundable.
Wow.
I know, it's like a year's worth of DUIs. It's a franchise case.
Who's the judge?
James P. Stanton.
He's an ex-defense attorney, so that's good. Are you almost there, by the way? 'Cause your appointment's at 3.
Now I'm pulling up. Listen, do we know for sure Elliot hasn't already hired another lawyer?
Don't worry about any other lawyers. Let's go.
All right. Hey. Your name? Holler. You holler.
Nice car, man.
Thanks.
Mr. Holler? Go right out. He's waiting for you. Sure you don't need anything? Water or...
I'm fine, thank you. Mr. Elliot's in his office.
His office? No.
Mr. Elliot? Mickey Holler, how you doing? Mr. Elliot?
Stand trial for murder next week. My attorney's just been shot dead. You can probably imagine how I might be doing. Do they know anything? Any suspects?
Not to my knowledge, no. I told him when I interview all of his clients. Obviously, I would not advise that he talk to them while this other matter is pending.
What, are they gonna charge me with killing Jerry too? Why not? It's open fucking season. So who are you? How come I've never heard of you?
Never heard of me because I make it a practice not to be heard of. Every lawyers bring too much attention to their clients. I don't operate that way. Now, as my case manager explained, Jerry transferred his practice to me. If you look at the contract of representation you signed with him, you see it allowed Jerry to discuss your case with me.
Did he? Discuss it with you?
Now, the point I'm making, Jerry trust him.
Doesn't mean I have to.
No, it does not.
Mickey, is it?
That's right.
Play any basketball, Mickey?
A little bit.
I don't. Not really. I love to watch, though. But it always drove me crazy seeing great players struggle with free throws. It's the one thing you can control. Every shot, exactly the same. Take your time. Line it up. And yet, time and chance happen to them all. I don't mean to be an asshole. Or maybe I do. We were set to go to trial next week. I had been waiting 5 months to clear my name.
I understand.
Do you? You understand what it's like for an innocent man to have to wait and wait to have his day in court, to have to read all the lies and the bullshit in the media, to have to wear a fucking ankle bracelet 24/7. You understand all of that.
I've dealt with many clients wrongly accused before.
Do not handle me.
Okay. I'll go right to the punchline then. Jerry Vincent was an excellent attorney. I'm better.
So you say.
So I would say Jerry.
Maybe. If he were here, which he is not.
I understand what you're
I
saying.
asked you not to handle me. Before I so much as consider you, I need to know you'd be ready to go next week, because I am not pushing this. Not for another week, not for another fucking day.
To be ready next week.
You're up to speed on the case.
It will be if I don't think I'm properly prepared. I'll tell you, but I'm confident you won't have to delay the trial.
You're confident you have to tell me that to get this job.
All right?
I need to think about this.
It's a good idea. Have me checked out. Take your time. Not too much. The longer you wait, the greater the chance the judge will find it necessary to push the trial back. If you go with me, I'll make sure that won't happen.
Your sales skills are admirable, I gave you that.
Criminal defense is what I do, Mr. Elliot. I do it very well. You have my numbers.
I've lost everything, you understand that, Mickey? My life, my reputation, worst of all, my wife, who I very much did love.
I get it.
You get nothing. Not yet. You think you just hit the lottery, but I'm telling you, not yet.
Next week? Mickey, that is impossible.
Now, it was a deal breaker, I can tell. First things first, let's land them, and maybe I can talk him into a continuance.
Oh, that has to go.
What?
Nothing.
Whatever. Listen, I'm gonna need a driver. Keep this time to be going over files. I was thinking maybe Quintero. Is he around?
Still doing time in Courtroom. I heard.
Well, what about Stevie?
Oh, Stevie's a terrible driver. Nobody's getting in the car with Stevie again.
All right. Well, just put the word out, will you? Going in. See you in a second. The shit out of me, Cisco. What the hell are you even doing here, man?
Warner said you wanted to hire me.
Not for this, Cisco, to work on the Trevor Elliot case. Police will handle who killed Jerry Vincent. You're giving me a heart attack, man.
You could give me one. Sorry. Trevor Elliot, huh? It's a big cat.
Yeah, if I can. I would nail down the gig. I need to be able to tell him something good, Cisco, something to make him want to hire me. Have you seen the file?
Some. 2 dead people. He was at the scene. Not exactly stellar.
Yeah, well, I got out for stellar somehow.
Maybe Maggie can give us some inside baseball on the state's case.
Oh, shit, Maggie.
Damn it.
You can go, Mom. I'll be fine till it gets here.
I'm not going.
I think I'm okay to be by myself for a half hour. The road hasn't gotten that dangerous.
It's not happening. It's just, I'm hoping to have a nice time tonight.
My chances are better if Dad's in a good mood, and the chances of that are better if you don't work from anyone for being 15 minutes late.
There he is.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry. Sorry, Max. Good. Sorry.
You gave me your word, Mickey. 6 p.m. You really want to get back to joint custody step 1?
Mag, I'm here now. I will deal with you and me later. Right?
Pick you up in the morning.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too.
treat me like shit. At least have the decency and not look so amazing while you're doing it.
You had a sense what was coming, Jerry.
I don't know.
Well, he files a motion 10 days ago. Transfer his practice in case of his death.
Look, let's just focus on Elliot for now. Okay?
He's not really serious about trying this case next week, is he?
Technically, it's 9 days. Okay, I said the same thing, but cases like this don't come around very often. And Mickey needs this. He needs something.
He's okay with it. You know. You haven't told me.
I just haven't found the right moment. Here we go. It's the big night.
What's it gonna be?
She's been wearing these costumes around all month.
They look brand new.
Oh, last minute costume delivery.
Who doesn't love a hot dog?
Get the perfect costumes from $15 only at Target.
So, you didn't actually go in the water?
No. You know that nightmare I have? It's not so much me almost drowning. It's the time that's the part that always gets me.
Dad,
What?
you had an accident. You're not the first surfer it's happened to, and I'm not the first kid asking if I hadn't surfed.
You are tough. Igual es tu mamá. I'll get quiet stuff. Okay?
Try not to.
Okay.
She's worried about you.
She said that?
She thinks it might be some midlife thing on top of pills. Is it?
Oh, maybe a little.
What do you mean?
Oh, mija. 2 failed marriages, busted law practice, 6 months in rehab.
The jackpot with your daughter. I mean, come on.
Hey.
You know, when I look back, I always wanted to be a defense lawyer. Ever since I was a kid, watching my dad. The stuff they teach you in law school. How the system's supposed to work. You get out there and it's all just money. Everybody working and aiming. Everybody lies. After a while, I started wondering if you're doing any good at all.
You know Mom never feels that way, right? She just puts bad people away.
Mom's a true believer. That's what makes her so great at what she's done.
But you're not.
I was. I think I still am. Look, I believe that in our system, everyone is innocent until proven guilty. And when the state points the finger at you, well, all you've got. Now what? Kidding me?
Sorry to intrude.
This better be good, detective.
It's important. We really gotta see Jerry Vincent's files. I realize you have attorney-client privilege. The DA's office says you probably have the right to shut us down.
Seriously, and the other guy.
I really need you to see what we're up against. It's a kill shot to the head. Very clean. Whoever pulled the trigger picked up shell casings too. Someone targeted Jerry Vincent, and they didn't take his wallet or his cash. They took his bag with his laptop. The question is what was on there. What did he know that got him killed? If the answer is any place, it's probably in his files.
Oh, wish I could help you, detective. Really do.
I'm asking you to help yourself. You're at risk, counselor. You could be next.
Jerry involved with wise guys or cartel guys?
No, I doubt it. He was pretty straight ahead.
Ex-prosecutor.
Maybe it was someone he put in prison.
1 second. Yeah, I thought about that. Let's comb through the files, look for any hint of threats. Clients, ex-clients, everybody, all right? I'm on it.
In the meantime, Trevor Elliot went to give us access to his house in Mallet where the murders happened. I think it's important we get a true picture, so
I'll shoot you the address. Let's meet there around noon.
But this means we have the case.
Not yet. The more we learn, the better our chances.
Where are you right now?
Heading to trial.
Marvin.
Oh, Mickey!
Thanks for coming, Marvin. I really appreciate this.
Why wouldn't I come? When the greatest person I ever met asked for my help, I give my help.
How's Ellen?
Oh, she's absolutely fantastic is how she is. And she sent her love.
I'll send my love to her. All right, thank you.
587, People versus Izzy Lex.
Mickey Holler, Judge asks that we approach.
Please tell me you're ready,
Almost, Judge.
Mr. Heller.
Actually, Judge, at the risk of further antagonizing Mr. Holt, maybe I'll call him up for the sidebar?
Excuse me? What's going on?
They don't know orthodox, all in the best interest of both judicial economy and justice, I believe. Take 30 seconds.
Mr. Holt, could you approach the bench, please?
How you doing? All right, I'll make this quick. Now, my client is charged with grand theft. Under Section 487 of the Penal Code means the value of the stolen object exceeds $950. Your Honor, that necklace is worth what? 400 tops? What? I've taken more than a few payments in diamonds and gold, developed a pretty good eye. To be sure, Judge, I also brought with me an expert on the matter. That man over there is Marvin Beetle, the jeweler. He can give us a pretty quick appraisal. I realize the district attorney might want to get one of her own. I'm guessing your wife doesn't know it's a knockoff. I, of course, don't want to upset her.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I am not. I am not.
Hold on. Even if it is a knockoff, the defendant thought she was stealing the real thing.
You have a witness to testify as to her state of mind?
Did you not have the necklace appraised?
We have the appraisal from his insurance company.
Which might open up a whole can of fraud. I could be wrong, of course.
Miss Shepard, any thoughts on how you might like to play this?
Completely dismissed? I guess just go.
Well, unless the DA decides to prosecute the Holtz and you're called as a witness against them. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh my god.
You didn't even have to get out there and testify as to what a nice person.
I don't know how to thank you, Mr. Holler. I will pay you one day, I promise.
You pay me now.
I'm broke. I don't have a nickel to my name.
You have a driver's license?
Excuse me?
What do you mean you hired her?
Well, I told you I needed a driver. She can drive.
I'm actually a good driver.
She's actually a big driver, Lorna.
Yeah, it wouldn't kill you to work from an office.
No, too much structure. I gotta work long in the move.
Nikki, did you say this girl was an addict?
Former. Yeah, one night's got you dead. Turn right here.
Listen, I'm almost there. I'll call you back.
Nikki, no. Maggie. Hi, Lorna. Nice to see you. Thank you, and it's likewise. Is there something I can help you with? We both care for him, Lorna. And I mean, I'm happy for all this positive turn of events for Mickey. But taking over a high-profile murder for a lawyer who was just gunned down for God knows what reason, do we really think this is a good idea? The wolf is at the door, Maggie. I have been holding his practice together with string and glue. His life is bigger than just his law career. He needs to get back on his feet first. His daughter needs him back on his feet. I know. And this here could be the thing that gets him there. For the first time in a year, he's alive again. And you know Mickey. The only thing he likes more than a fight is a fight with one hand tied behind his back.
About 15 minutes.
Sounds good.
Our biggest fall style event, Decor Days, is coming soon to HomeDepot.com. 5 days to save on stylish decor you never have to leave the house for. Because why get off the couch to find a new one? Why change into real clothes to change up your walls? Why face the light of day for plants that don't need it? Find everything you need for home from home. And now for less during Decor Days, October 3rd through 7th, only on HomeDepot.com.
Welcome to the jungle.
Remind me, we're never bringing the jury here. Hate this guy, would you?
Wifeless. They're in bed. Boyfriend, there on the floor. Police think that Elliot stood at the door, maybe watching them fuck, fornicate, for a while before he came in and shot him.
Murder weapon was never found.
Probably out there in the ocean. I don't know, Nick, you're good, but this good? They can place Elliot here. Motive all over. Positive gunshot residue. It's giving you his story. Hey, listen. Something else.
What?
I know you're okay with me seeing Lorna and shit. At least you say you're okay with it. Lorna's been meaning to tell you when the time is right. I somehow suspect the time might never be right for her, so I'm just gonna say it. Me and Lorna, we're gonna get married.
Huh?
What do you mean, what is Is it okay with you?
I'm not part of the equation, Cisco.
But I want to know, is it okay with you?
You lower.
With all my heart.
It's all right with me. I'll tell you, Cisco. She's one of the foremost important people in my life. Should you ever hurt her?
Of course I would never hurt her. It's the greatest thing ever. Who's the fourth?
What?
You said 4 people. Haley, Maggie, Lorna, and who's the fourth?
Mindy Holder? Yes, Miss, I'll be there. Trevor Elliot has summoned me.
Checked out well. High-performing trial lawyer, much better than Jerry, according to most. Until you went off the deep end and became a drug addict.
Not an addict now.
Listen, Mickey, the thing about this case, I need to win it in court, and I need to win in the court of public opinion. The world is quick to cancel these days. Just take a look at my Twitter feed. I need a lawyer who can give me my freedom back and my name back. Are you that lawyer?
No. No, all I can do is get you a not guilty. Can't deliver you a finding of innocence. The courts don't work that way. Not guilty, best I can do.
And you can get that? For sure.
Depends on what I have to work with.
I didn't kill him.
I didn't ask you that.
But I need you to know, I didn't.
Here's the deal, Trevor. I can win almost any case as long as I know what I'm dealing with. Right now, I don't. So you lie to me, I don't want your case. However much I might need.
Okay. Okay. I was about as far from cool as you can get in high school. Girls there wouldn't give me the time of day, but I could always talk to Zelda. Real life sucked. But video games didn't matter. Then I met Laura. She was different. She was beautiful. She was brilliant. And she loved me. We
just out of grad school and the game industry was exploding. The problem that nobody could get around was the uncanny valley. Uncanny what? If you're trying to make something human-like, the human brain will reject it unless it's almost perfect. Now, video game characters were close to real, but not close enough, especially in the eyes. The eyes always gave it away. The closer the characters resemble us, the more connection we feel, the more we want to play. That's the uncanny valley. And I was the one across it. Went down in my garage. One screen. Maybe 100 lines of color. Changed it.
The girl in the game.
Nocturna. That was our first big hit. So it put us on the map. And yes, I modeled the character after Laura. And it's fair to say her DNA's in everything this company has ever done. We were a team. I didn't know she was cheating on me. Looking back at it, I was working all the time, and I was traveling too much, and she grew resentful, angry. I went up to the house that day to surprise her. And instead, I will never get that out of my head as long as I live. I found her like that. My wife, my best friend, and that fucking yoga instructor. And everyone thinks I killed her, but the truth is, if I had found them alive, I wouldn't even have left her. I would have begged her to come back to me because I need her. People say I'm a genius. The code I wrote, they call it magic. Laura was the magic. She was the inspiration. Without her, I would still be sitting in my garage. I never could have killed her. Because without her, I have no magic. That's what you're dealing with, counsel. Can you work with that?
I can win with that.
You can win with that.
I can.
You can win with that next week.
I can.
Then you're hired.
Who was expecting?
Well,
We got it.
You got the case?
Lots of work to do, Lorna. We need to keep our heads.
oh my God. Oh my God.
Lots of work. Tell Cisco to meet me at the office.
Mickey?
See you, nephew.
You okay? Your eyes look like they're about to cry or something.
No, it's allergies. Your eyes should be on the go, by the way.
Everything okay?
Everything better. Take your time here, right?
Is something wrong?
Yeah. We're being followed. We're being followed. Black SUV a couple cars back, no front license plate.
You sure?
Not positive. But they pulled out right after us and they've been on us ever since. You want me to try and lose them?
Not an option.
Works in Grand Theft Auto.
You missed all the news tracks out front, but CNN called, the LA Times called. You are going to need help with this.
No time for interviews. Is he? It's Cisco, my investigator. This is Lorna. She pretty much runs the place. You put together that list? Bits from Jerry's files?
Yeah, it's on your desk.
So we bring him the dog every day?
He's still getting used to me working away from home. Aren't you, Elliot?
Well, want to hang out here for a while?
No, I'll grab coffee downstairs. Just call me when you need me.
Okay, sounds good.
Nice to meet you both.
Hey, you too, Izzy.
What's hitting you?
You haven't known this girl for like 10 minutes.
I get gut feelings about people. You know this. Now, come on. Let's start on Elliot. All I've seen is the prosecution's case. What do we have in the defense file?
Honestly, not much. A couple of statements, a witness list. You already have, that's about it.
Well, you mean to tell me Jerry Vincent was going to trial in the biggest case of his life? And he had no defense at all?
Well, if he had one, it's not in that trial. Whoever killed him stole his laptop, so maybe it was on there.
Can you back that up?
Not here. Not in the cloud either.
What about at his house?
My source at the LAPD said they didn't find anything there either.
Mick, the judge called for a status conference the day after tomorrow. This could be the perfect opportunity to ask for a continuance.
I told you already. I can't do that. Elliot says...
It's a deal breaker, I know, but going to trial with nothing ought to be a deal breaker too.
I'll figure something out. You need me, I'm back here.
And there is just one other little thing.
What, something else?
One of Jerry's cases. I've been trying to piece together his calendar, which is a total disaster. I'm just saying, it's terrible. I can't figure any
Yes,
part of it.
what is it, Lord?
You're due back in court in 41 minutes in Inglewood.
Inglewood.
But on the bright side, at least there's a file.
I'm seriously beginning to regret this.
Don't worry, he thrives on this.
You're going with the grand jury instead of the prelim. Well, I'm gonna keep this under wraps as long as I can. That way Soda doesn't see us come in like witnesses don't grapple. Just to make sure you don't lose any. Tie this up with a bow, Maggie. Ryan, what'd they say? Uh-huh. What? No, this is my biggest fundraiser. We need that room.
Like jazz.
Yeah, sometimes helps me think. My father used to like it.
He was a defense lawyer too, right? I looked you up. Had to know what I was getting myself into. Man, I can see why you need a car and a driver going to all these different courthouses and stuff.
Easy.
Sorry.
Let me ask you something. What did you think of Jerry? He's a lawyer. Was he a good lawyer?
I guess so. I mean, I'm no expert, but he seemed pretty good to me.
That's what I thought, Jim. Pretty good lawyer would go to trial for nothing, right? Hey.
Hey, yourself. Congratulations. Here you got the Elliot piece.
I guess news travels fast.
Especially around here.
I didn't ask for this, Max. Judge Holder gave it to me.
Wow, she gave you the opportunity, but I bet it was that patented Mickey Howard charm that got Elliot to sign off.
Here's what you got, right? How's Haley doing?
She's fine. She got a bit freaked out when the cop showed up at your house.
Oh, yeah, great. It's a piece of work. Hey, can I ask you something? This prosecutor, Goins, I don't know. That's what happens when you're out of the game for a year.
Mickey, don't.
I'm not asking for trade secrets, Max. What am I up against?
It's a high-profile murder. Who do you think they're gonna put on it?
Okay, so it's good.
Try it undefeated. That's why they moved him up to major crimes.
Yeah, well, you know I love an undefeated prosecutor. They're cocky. Trips him up every time.
Yeah. He's cocky. He's also prepared. You should be too. I gotta go. Okay. Good luck.
All right. Mr. Ron Coleman.
I'm coming. Who are you?
My name is Mickey Haller. I'm your lawyer. Sorry to say this, but Jerry Vincent. He passed away.
Yeah, I saw him on TV. I was so shocked. So, what are you?
You want me,
You already paid Jerry.
and you already paid me.
You a lawyer?
Yeah, I'm busy with a client right now. You mind? Sorry about that. So, they charged you with battery on a peace officer.
Maurice? I didn't lay a finger on nothing.
I'm sorry, Maurice.
Officer Granger.
You know him?
Of course I know him. We went to high school together. Motherfucker never forgave me for stealing his girlfriend in 10th grade.
Yeah, hold on. The file says you got shut down selling bootleg T-shirts outside the UFC game.
There's like half the city out there selling shit.
And you didn't push it.
Do I look like an idiot to you?
No, you did not.
Why the fuck would I push a cop? Say he pushed me.
Why did he push you?
What do you mean, why did he push me?
Why did he push you?
Okay, I might have said something about Chanel.
Who's Chanel?
The girlfriend, man, keep up. What'd you say your name was?
It's Holler, Mickey Holler.
Okay, Mickey Holler, it's like this. Maurice hates me, and he's also a cop. So that's just my cross to bear, as my grandma used to say.
And you agreed to a plea of a year, correct?
Jerry said if I didn't take a year, I could do 3. Man, I got a daughter. Okay, I've been here too long already.
How old's your daughter?
11. Almost 12. She lives with the mother half the time. Well, all the time now. Jerry said if I plead, though, lock up what I already served, right?
Huh.
Olive, you're up next.
Sit tight. I'm gonna ask for a continuance by this day, all right?
For what?
Have faith, Darrell.
I need you to call Trevor Elliot's office first thing and set up a meeting. If I can't find anything in the file, maybe you can tell me something.
Well, and before I forget, tell Cisco I'm gonna need something for the new case. Darrell Coleman. I'll explain later.
Tell him yourself. We're gonna be here all night. Jerry's books are an even bigger mess than his calendar. And I'm gonna need access to his accounts.
Send an order to Judge Holder's clerk. I'll get her to sign it.
Listen, Lorna, I know you're just being protective.
Maybe lighten up about it.
Protective? Is that what you think? She parked her car in the garage this morning and then asked me if we validated. Millennials, they're the worst.
All right.
Are you sure it's the same as you leave?
If I were sure, I'd be a hell of a lot more freaked out.
I'll look into it. If you couldn't grab the plate number, there's not much I can do.
No, I need you to focus on Trevor Elliot.
That reminds me. Last night, when Laura was going over Jerry's book, she found a bunch of payments to the investigator.
Anybody we know?
I don't think so. Bruce Carlin, ex-LAPD. I'm gonna pay him a visit and see if he knows anything.
All right. After that, I need you to look into something else for me. The boyfriend, Young Rails.
It's a yoga instructor.
Cops got tunnel vision. They zeroed in on Elliot right away. He was the only suspect. There was a second victim.
You thinking this was the target instead of Elliot's wife?
I'm thinking I need something to defend my client with Cisco.
I have the order you requested. This will grant you access to all of Mr. Vincent's business accounts.
Thank you, Your Honor.
It seems you've inherited quite a thriving practice. Naturally, I expect you to be on top of all of those cases, not just Trevor Elliot.
Of course, Your Honor.
Was there something else?
Just one thing, Your Honor. It's about the police. You were right about them trying to get into Jerry's files. I put a stop to that immediately.
I should hope so.
The thing is, the lead detective, his name is Griggs, Raymond Griggs, and, well, he made a good point. He said the evidence suggests that Jerry's murder wasn't random, and that could be one of his clients. Now, I know I can't give the police access to Jerry's files, so my investigator and I went through them looking for any red flags.
Red flags?
Clients who made threats against Jerry or angry family members.
And you want to give this list to the LAPD? That would still be violating client confidentiality.
Not necessarily, Judge. There's an exception if a lawyer believes there's an imminent threat to his life. Now, Detective Briggs thinks the identity of Jerry's killer might be in his files, and, well, those are not my files, so his threat is my threat. I took the liberty of drafting another order.
I don't like this. That said, I do appreciate your situation. But for your sake, Mr. Haller, I sincerely hope that Detective Briggs is barking up the wrong tree.
Nice car. Stuff so. Worked for Mickey Holler. Guy took over Jerry Vincent's clients.
Sounds about right. I never met Howard. Remembers all that now. Does he pay well?
Well enough.
So you want to know about Jerry's case? Is that it?
Mostly Trevor Elliot. He's the whale. You working on that?
Only at first. Jerry pulled me off it.
Why?
The alibi. Whatever he was putting together for Elliot, kept it quiet even from me.
So you have no idea what he was planning as a defense?
What did I just say? I'm sorry. Whole thing had me a little rattled, you know? 1 minute working with a guy, the next minute.
So my boss has reason to be worried?
I don't know. All I know is the last few weeks, Jerry was acting funny. Like he was scared of something or someone. Now he's gone. So you tell me if there's something to be worried about.
Hi, Doc. Is the traffic case coming?
Like pulling teeth. Criminals on the footpath.
6 months until the election's gonna get worse. Need a break? You go grab a coffee downstairs?
I'm just trying to figure out your game. Or do you really expect me to bring you saying in my doorway to ask me about my case?
Okay. Fine. It's no secret that Trent's husband took over the Elliot club. I just don't want anything to be awkward, that's all.
Why would it be awkward? It was 2 dates, Jeff. No big deal.
See, I left a big impression, that's good.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I told him, which is, he's good, very good, so are you. So it's gonna come down to who has the best case. You know, the way it's supposed to.
Where's he been? Your ex. I mean, I looked him up and it doesn't seem like he's handled anything for almost a year now.
No. Just took some time off. I should get back to this.
Of course. Maggie McPherce. What's wrong?
We got the access to Jerry's business accounts. Good luck. Remember I told you he took a $625,000 retainer from Elliot? Well, there it is. But then there's all these withdrawals. It's almost gone.
What the hell did he spend it on?
Rent, overhead, whatever. But most went into his personal accounts. Salary advance.
You don't have access to those?
Nope. But he had an assistant, Ren Williams. She's been visiting her mother up for a week. She's coming into work. Nick, there's one other thing I've been meaning to bring up.
About Elliot?
No, it's not about work. Well, it's kind of about work, but
About you and Cisco?
I told you?
Okay, you blame him? Didn't think you ever get around to it.
There's just been so much going on, and I didn't want to make things weird.
Hold on. There is a lot going on right now. Okay? This isn't part of it. I just want to be sure you know what you're getting yourself into. And the guy Cisco used to work with me on exactly a social club order.
That was a long time ago.
I know. I'm saying he's not a great guy. He is a great guy. The best. He's not making honor or anything.
Don't start. You know that's what my mother's gonna say.
Now I'm the one being overprotective. I'm happy for you. For both of you. Really am. What? Forget it. You get anything useful from Carlin?
On Elliot, no. On Jerry,
What about Jerry?
Carlin said he was acting scared, but one PI to another. Carlin knew more than he was letting on. Good thing your pal Griggs beat me to him.
LAPD was that?
What about you? Anything?
No. Look at this. It was in the files. Freelance for the other. One of these guys who serves the police channel on like, yes. I was hoping they might show some discrepancy from the cops account. It's exactly the same. Why was Jerry going to put this into evidence? And this witness list. He's got every deputy in the mail at the sheriff's station.
And hide the ball.
Hide what ball? He's got this ballistics expert, Dr. Oslaney.
No, I talked to her. Jerry never even sent her the file.
What?
She won't agree to testify or even write a report until she knows what she's dealing with, and Jerry never sent it to her.
You're kidding me. You give me that appointment with Trevor.
That's it. His office called in today. He's going to be tied up in meetings all day. He said he will see you at the status conference tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Does this guy realize he's on trial for murder in a week?
Whatever, I gotta go.
Nick, there's only so much you can do about it, right? I mean, you can only work with what you got. We get paid either way.
Now, Cisco, you know what the problem is with taking a high-profile case? It's not about the money. You gotta win. Cochran, Shapiro, the Dream Team, they aren't legends because they got OJ. They're legends because they won. I faced this case, and I'm just a guy who got a second chance. I fell flat on his face.
I'm telling you, he thrives on this.
Hey, everything okay?
Yeah, I'm just dealing with this grand jury thing. Listen, I know this is really last minute, but can you pick Haley up this afternoon from school in a carpool flight that I'm stuck here?
Yeah, what time?
3 o'clock? If you can't do it, it's okay. Just tell me and I can figure something else out.
No, I can do it. I'll bring it by your place later.
Great. Okay, thanks.
Listen, I'm just gonna say to you, either that or you're starting to trust me now.
3 o'clock. Caller. I mean it.
You asked. I answered.
Who's this?
Look, I can't give you access to Jerry Vincent's files, so I did the next best step. We went through them and identified every bona fide threat we could find.
That isn't gonna work. You don't even know what you're looking for.
Really? So I figured as a defense lawyer, I might spot some stuff in the earrings.
So you say.
Yeah, so I say. But this is the only thing the judge would go for, so do you want the list or not?
Fine. I don't have time for bullshit.
I did something first. So, Trevor Elliot. Jerry's biggest case is now my biggest case, only, well,
having a hard time finding a defense.
Tough to say when they're guilty. Their type usually comes up with something.
It will help me to know what Jerry was working on. There's not much in the files, and from what I gather, he didn't find anything at his house either.
Then how the hell do you know that?
It doesn't matter. I just want to know what you do know. I'm not asking for anything confidential, just, for example, it would be a standard procedure to run the GPS on Jerry's car, see where it's been recently. So anywhere unusual that might point me in a direction I wouldn't think of.
You got some sort of balls on you know that?
I have been told, yes.
All right, fine. There's nothing out of the ordinary on his GPS. Working home, basically, except for one place, a casino.
A casino?
Venus Temple, one of those poker places in South LA. Jerry like to gamble much?
Not that I ever saw.
They went to this place 3 different times in the last month. Checked it out, couldn't find any link to the murder. Maybe as a defense lawyer, you'd find something like this. Oh, no. I really don't give a shit. Now, if you don't mind. See you around, counselor.
Sure you're okay? I'm almost done here. It's so fun.
Trust me, honey, this is so not your scene. I'll call you if I get anything useful.
All right.
Okay.
See you soon.
Bye. Hey, great class.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Your studio's over on Rose, right?
That's us. Come check it out.
Oh, is that a nose ring? Oh, that is so cool. I thought about getting one of those. There was a guy that used to teach there. What's his name? Like Johan or something?
Jan Reels, yeah. I'm afraid he,
Yeah, I heard about that. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm not very good at this, so I'm just going to be honest. I work for the lawyer representing Trevor Elliot.
Wow. Seriously?
I'm so sorry to show up like this. We're just doing our job, and that includes looking into everything.
That other lawyer tried this too, you know.
Wait, who? Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry. Told him to get the hell away from me. Same goes for you.
You know he's dead, right?
Who?
Jerry. He was shot in his garage 3 nights ago. That's how we got the case. I don't blame you for being mad, but there's something really weird going on here. And if that's the case, don't you owe it to Jan to get to the bottom of it?
I've been tracking this thing. It spreads from person to person. Nobody has survived longer than a week.
How do we stop it?
Looks like the boy who ran me play. He owns some yoga place in Venice. Some lady named Krishna Gold, yeah. I want to talk to her. She figured she might fit in a little better than me in yoga.
Oh, come on, Cisco. Nobody does a tree pose like you.
Yeah. Well, she wasn't happy to talk to Charm, and this Krishna gave up a bunch of Reels' old stuff.
And
And it turns out Laura Elliott wasn't the only married woman to whom Reels was giving private lessons.
now we're getting somewhere. See, if there's one jealous husband, there might be more.
Maybe. This Krishna said that Jerry was sniffing around this too. If he had found anything of interest, don't you think he would have put it in the file?
No, he didn't want the prosecutor to see it. Might not be ethical, but at this point, I don't know what Jerry was capable of.
All right, stay on it. Did you get those photos I sent you?
Yeah. Yeah, they're perfect. All right, thanks. Listen, I gotta call you back, okay? How was your day, Mika?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
How was school?
Oh, it was good.
It's great. Sorry for the mess.
It's fine. I mean, you're office, right?
represent, like, murders and stuff. I get it. Just see what numbers don't work.
Like what?
Doesn't matter. It's just, I'm not a kid. I mean, you know that, right?
I know. Doesn't mean I have to like it, though. You don't tell your mom that's what she did.
So, you're my dad's new Trevor? That's me. What are you in for?
Hey.
What? You always hire your clients to try this about question.
I am happy to say I've never had to do hard time against your father.
Sweet.
We're gonna need to go to Inglewood first.
I am late for work. Mind if he drops me off and takes you to the office? Give him a phone until I get back.
So you have a box then?
Sort of. It's temporary, I think.
I have a better idea.
You okay? You seem nervous.
I am nervous. I don't know what the case about my daughter watching me. She's never done that before, you know? What?
Nothing. It's nice. You care what she thinks about you.
My mom's a prosecutor. It's complicated. Now, a year ago, if this had happened, I'd be popping pills like Tic Tacs.
I hear that. Hey, can I ask you something?
What?
Lorna, the one who doesn't trust me, she's your ex-wife too?
Yeah, that was a mistake, and we both knew it. I was just in the rebound from that.
And now Lorna's marrying your investigator.
Like I said, it's complicated. It's not that she doesn't trust you. She does. She just worries about me, that's all.
Ready?
Yeah, come on.
47922, the people versus Terrell Coleman.
So, Mr. Holland, you had a chance to kick the tires on Mr. Coleman's plea agreement? Are we ready to sign off on that today?
There's not going to be a plea, Your Honor. Mr. Coleman has decided to go to trial after all.
Your Honor.
Mr. Holland, that is your client's right, but I will have to give Mr. Choi time to prepare.
I understand, Your Honor, and he may need even more time once we introduce some evidence here. Yeah, I noticed there was no body camera footage from Officer Granger.
Officer Granger's body camera was malfunctioning that day, Your Honor.
Right, if Officer Granger says. Now, luckily, there's an ATM with a camera just across from where this alleged altercation occurred. Is there a monitor we can use?
Your Honor, the people welcome any footage Mr. Holland wishes to present. It will only serve...
Mr. Choi?
Your Honor, may I have a moment to confirm with Officer Granger?
Why, of course, Mr. Choi. The court is made entirely of time.
What's happening?
Liars, getting caught in lies.
Okay, time served.
Only if you drop down to something without an expunged double thing from his record.
Fine.
Good news, Your Honor. I believe we've come to an agreement after all.
Mickey Holland. I'll never forget this, man. Anything you need?
Hopefully, I won't have to take you up on that. Never know.
So you think there was a camera on the ATM down there?
Who's this? I never lied to the courts, well. Now it's on that camera? That I have no idea.
So what's on the flash drive?
That's just some music my dad used to like. You see her? That's my daughter over there. Don't forget to pick yours up on your way home. Thank you. I'll take it easy.
We're home.
Hey, Max.
Hey. Hey. Homework. Already did it? Good. If you want to jump online with your friends, that's cool. Just half an hour, okay? You got school. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks again for helping out.
Are you kidding me? No, you don't have to hide the evidence, Max. Just because I'm in recovery doesn't mean I can't have a glass of Cabernet.
Okay. So Haley saw you in court today.
What, you want me to call you first? Some kind of busy man.
No, I'm just being a nervous mom. How's Trevor Elliot coming?
It's good. All nice. Just to see me. What? Am I not still allowed to get a little jealous here?
A, no, you're not. And B, like, you're not out on Tinder or whatever.
Tinder, huh? That's what you think I do? You like my profile, didn't you?
Maybe. Mickey, it wasn't a date. It was a parent-teacher conference.
Oh, shit, Max. Come on. You should have told me. We could have gone together and...
Mickey.
I get it. You're not ready for that yet. You know, I'm not the same person I was a year ago, Maggie.
I know that. Look, I'm fully aware that Haley needs you in her life again. Believe me, I need you in her life. But can we just take it one step at a time?
Tell me you've got something.
Well, sort of. I was printing Jerry's account ledgers when I realized you can access the memory of the printer. Find out what the last thing Jerry printed was.
Yes, good thinking, Lorna.
Don't get all happy yet. The day Jerry was killed, he printed a motion for continuance in the Trevor Elliot case.
So he was going to ask for a continuance after all.
But he never filed it.
Might have been in the stuff that was stolen from his car.
He was going to file it the next day, but he never got the chance. Jerry needed more time because he didn't have shit. And neither do I.
So, we're set to begin voir dire exactly 1 week from today. Why? I got to receive a motion for continuance from you, Mr. Howard.
Your Honor, the people were not opposed to continuance. Frankly, we want to avoid Mr. Elliot claiming ineffective assistance because his lawyer was unprepared. Especially given Mr. Holler's situation.
What situation is that?
Well, Mr. Holler has been away from the practice of law for quite some time. I don't want to cast aspersions, but it's my understanding that his absence was due to his recovery from a substance abuse issue.
Mr. Golance, that's enough.
Your Honor, this is outrageous. That is confidential, not to mention completely irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
Come on.
It goes directly to the potential motion for a new trial.
Gentlemen, enough. The stenographer will strike that last exchange. Mr. Golance, one more word, and I promise you will not be happy. Mr. Holler, the court is offering you a continuance. And clearly the people are in agreement. So?
Your Honor, in the circumstances, I'm afraid I have no choice.
No, I do not want a continuance, Your Honor. I don't want any delays. I'm sorry. I'm the one who's on trial here.
Mr. Elliot, in this session and in every session, you will allow your lawyer to speak for you unless I say otherwise. Do you understand me?
Judge, a moment with my client, please.
Talk to him.
What the fuck do you think you're doing, Trevor?
What are you doing? I told you we go to trial as scheduled.
I'm telling you that is a mistake. I need more time.
And I can't give you.
What are you not telling me?
What do you mean?
I mean, we are talking about whether or not you go to prison for the rest of your life, Trevor. And you couldn't make time to meet with me? You wouldn't even consider a delay?
What is your angle, Trevor? Because for the life of me, I can't figure it out.
I have lost everything that matters to me. Almost everything. The one thing that I have left is my legacy. The technology I created. The company Laura and I built from.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I negotiated a deal, Mickey. A very lucrative one for my company to be acquired. For our technology to be licensed all across the industry. That deal is how I cement my place in history. That deal is how my investors get paid. But if this goes on any longer, or God forbid we lose, that deal goes away. And then I really will have lost everything. But that's not gonna happen, is it, Mickey? Because you need this just as much as I do. This is your one shot. So you better take it. Or I will find someone else who will, even if I have to represent myself.
So? We'll be ready for trial next week, Your Honor.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
I better not regret this, Mr. Holman.
You've reached Maggie McPherson. Please leave a message.
Hey, Max, it's me. I just got ambushed by these fucker golems. Just call me back, will you? What if this is it?
What do you mean?
I keep thinking Jerry must have had a plan. What if he didn't? What if he just needed the money because he blew it all here? What if Jerry was just an addict? Same as us.
We're heading back now.
If you hurry, you might catch Jerry's assistant.
Does she have any help with the finances?
No, she's pretty useless on everything. I'm thinking her and Jerry might have had a more personal relationship, if you catch my drift.
Lorna, keep her there.
I just answered the phone. We had paperwork, stuff like that. Jerry never talked to me about strategy or anything. He was a good man, you know? He was really nice.
He was a really nice man. He was a really, really good lawyer, and that is why there's no way Jerry would go to trial with nothing. He had to have something. And I owe it to his client to do the best job I can. And that's what Jerry would want, right? So please, I need you to think really hard. If Jerry ever said anything to you, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll tell the office.
The only thing he ever said was that he had a magic bullet.
What was that again?
A couple weeks ago, before I went to see my mother, I woke up one night and Jerry wasn't there. I don't want to shock you, but by then we were spending most nights together. He said he couldn't. There was something he had to do for the Elliot case. I was so excited. I asked him what it was, and he said, the less I knew, the better. All he would tell me was that he had this magic bullet. I'm sorry, I don't even know what that means. What was that all about? What's a magic bullet?
Yes, It's gonna blow the prosecution's case wide open. The thing that can't lose.
We've all been searching for that. So far, we've found nothing.
Well, either we've been looking in the wrong place or we're just not looking hard enough. Must have been hiding it. I don't know why. But Jerry had something, which means there's something to have. And if he could find it, I could fucking find it.
Yes. Where are you going?
I think better on the road. Lizzie, it's gonna pick me up in front.
You okay? You're being awful quiet.
I'm good. Everything good. Here, plug this in, please. We'll concentrate.
Is there a camera in this car? Yep. There's a camera in this car.
Nope. Not today. All clear.
Outstanding.
Oh, the police car.
Take the freeway with me, will you?
One thing I know, in court, success is all about momentum. Before you can win, you gotta act like you can win, which means you gotta believe you can win.
But what if you don't?
Then you better fake it till you make it.
Caller? What's up, Liz? I haven't seen you forever. Where have you been? Oh, you know, been around.
Hey, Nick!
Hey,
Long time no see.
how's it going?
Oh, it's, killing it, man. I just got a drug case kicked.
Oh, shit.
Crab lab is still backed up. Some of the techs were dry labbing. Hey, listen, we're getting together for dinner later over at Casey's. Gotta stop by.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, and hey, can you get a second share in the Elliot case?
This is fine, buddy. Okay, let's catch up Dodgers game soon, all right?
You got it.
224, People versus Kimberly Wagstaff.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mickey Holler for the defendant. Your Honor, I'm afraid Ms. Wagstaff used her one phone call on me just a couple hours ago, so I apologize, but I haven't been able to see a police report yet.
Memo?
That's it, I want.
Ms. Wagstaff, you are charged with a violation of Penal Code 647A, commonly known as lewd conduct. How do you wish to plead?
The human body is beautiful, Your Honor.
I'm done. Would that be guilty?
Your Honor, may I have a moment to confer with my client, please?
Would it matter if I said no?
Thank you so much for coming. Elliot wants to call, no one is answering.
Yeah, sorry, but I've been out of commission for a lawsuit. What are we talking about here?
How uptight this country is. I mean, in Europe, everyone walks around on the beach topless.
Kim, come on, this is what your setup was. I've been asked for cash bail these times, so unless you get an extra couple of grand while you're
A couple of grand?
Yes.
Mickey, I have to get out of here today. I have a thesis defense on Friday.
Thesis. What is it about?
Randomization in numerical linear algebra.
Let me try something. Your Honor, I'm afraid it's impossible for my client to plead when there's no offense alleged.
Nice try. But the offense is clearly alleged. Sunbathing topless on a public beach, despite repeated past warnings.
Yeah, but according to the police report, the officer arrived and found Ms. Wagstaff in the water up to her neck, and there's no record of any complaint prior to that moment. So, by ordering her out of the water, the officer created the very offense with which my client is charged.
You're kidding me, right?